My name is Patterson. I'm a photographer for the City of Sydney. I'm currently working on a project restoring glass plate negatives for the archives team. These glass plates were taken from 1900 to the 1930s and document an amazing record of life in Sydney over the last 100 years. I receive a box of plates from archives. I clean them up, I put them on a light box and initially have a look at them. Then I put them on the scanner. We do a high resolution scan. The negatives themselves are approximately 6.5 by 8.5 inches, say, and they are approximately 2 millimeters thick, so they are extremely fragile. We scan them to 10,000 pixels on the long side, and the detail is extraordinary. When I go to retouch them, I start zooming in on what I see as flecks of dust or scratches, and suddenly you see something like a reflection of somebody in a window, or the price of something in a shop front. And it just draws you in and you are totally absorbed by it. As I retouched these images, I just found so many extraordinary things. Some of the challenges scanning the glass plates were quite extraordinary. Some of them had cracks, which you would understand, and broken pieces. If they were missing, then we would leave that out unless it was an area of the photos such as the sky where I could put something in there that would not be noticeable. We try not to change the image at all from what's there when we repair them. The other thing that we have come across is mold growing on the emulsion. If you looked at the glass plate, they were actually a brown dot on the emulsion, but they were perfectly round. They look like donuts actually, but very tiny. They were extremely hard to retouch if they were in a busy part of the image, such as somebody's face or lace curtains. It was a huge challenge. Some of the plates took me 4 days to retouch, practically retouching them pixel by pixel, and the strain on the eyes wasn't too good either. But the results with the new technology, the new software is amazing, and it's getting better all the time. Some of my favourite images were the first box I did, a series of images from houses in a street in Surrey Hills. There was one photo of children in extremely poor areas, in the slum areas. The girls that were sitting in the tree were quite well dressed, but the kids that were sitting on the steps were in tatters and cuts and bruises and no shoes. And I did wonder where they went and what happened to them afterwards. That's always in the back of my mind. One of the images was beautifully composed of a lady in a backyard in Piedmont. As you zoomed in, you could see plants that she was growing in tin cans, and the detail was amazing to see all these things. The image itself was so beautifully composed is what totally attracted me to this project. The one that really got me though was a photo of a little girl in a backyard. She had a very strange look on her face, probably because she'd never seen a camera or a photographer before. And as I was retouching it, I came down the image and then I saw this strange thing in the bottom left-hand corner. It was her pet kangaroo. And that's the image that actually started me really appreciating these photographs. I was hooked from there on. And 400 plus plates later, I'm still doing them. In the continuum of the council photographers of the past, I feel I am continuing their work. I am documenting the city, the changes in the city. The time I've been here, the city has had quite amazing changes, and I've been fortunate enough to document them. The projects that I've been involved in have been a lot of community facilities, such as libraries, cycleways, for example, but parks and things like that. This project combines three things that I love: street photography, architecture, and urban design. It's the best job I've ever had.